showtime. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Most divisions have a maximum weight, heavyweights a minimum weight of 200 pounds. And you can see they will have a speed advantage. And he'll be taking on Joe Louis. And you can see one of these fighters is older than the other.
Yeah, if you've got a brawl that's in front of you, that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure. Don't get stuck in the corner, because if you do, you're out of there.
From the Philippines, coming off a knockout victory in their last fight. Perhaps the greatest heavyweight of all time, the Brown Bomber Joe Louis from the United States of America. Their last fight, they scored a spectacular knockout win.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the Philippines. Wearing the black trunks with green trim, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He caught him clean right on the chin with that right hand, and this may be it. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. This has been a very competitive round between these two. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO. The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What we do?
We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for him.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Swing and a miss with that jab. That right hand had to hurt. There's no doubt about it. This fighter loves to throw jabs, and a lot of them. Their opponent better have an answer. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Hook misses.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This boxer is good and only getting better. No doubt they've got a really bright future ahead. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They exchange punches. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice punch. Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Looks like at some point the corner has to say you're done. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Let's watch this again.
Halfway
through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman now is down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring.
So much for defensive abilities. Well, he's firing back. Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do and hurt on top of that.
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he does that, I'll be very, very surprised.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. How are they still standing?
Defense is everything, because they got shot once.
Stumbling around in potholes. Looks like they're out of trouble.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace.
Will the referee step in? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! And now they're right back, and before they get knocked down, they choose to go down and take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on. Seconds are so precious at this stage of the game.
You cannot do it too often, because the referee is going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
Nice punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Looking to land the hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We might be seeing the end of this boxer's career. Maybe it's time to just hang up the gloves. A win is needed desperately. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Gonna try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. A very competitive round. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. might be seeing the end of this boxer's career. Maybe it's time to just hang up the gloves. A win is needed desperately. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. How many more times is the referee going to let these fighters clinch each other without taking a point?
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The perfect counter lands. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. That punch lands. There's a counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We might be seeing the end of this boxer's career. Maybe it's time to just hang up the gloves. A win is needed desperately. That big hook doesn't land. Nice punch. We might be seeing the end of this boxer's career. Maybe it's time to just hang up the gloves. A win is needed desperately. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
And you can see he does not like being grabbed onto.
You've got to save that in the back, because if you're ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
Solid punch. Every time he throws a wise veteran move there to clinch.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. We might be seeing the end of this boxer's career. Maybe it's time to just hang up the gloves. A win is needed desperately. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! And there it is! The knockdown punch we knew was coming! The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
Where did that come from? What a shot!
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blood